Welcome back. Have here.
Huh?
In truth,
Hunger is the true enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry.
So here's the thing.
Oh, man.
How wonderful!
Man. Got a minute?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Training with a friend is so much fun. I'll be able to help even more now.
That should come in handy.
I didn't think I could. This is suitable.
You don't have to say anything, Coco. Let's just both do our best here.
As you wish, my dearest Happy. I apologize in advance for any ridicule you face.
How can I best use?
I've grasped new
Prowess means nothing.
I'll take what I can get.
This is.
Got to give this a try some.
A wooden cutout of me would have provided you with more assistance. Prowess means
This should come in handy.
This'll help me break new boundaries.
This is suitable.
I apologize in advance for any ridicule you face. Prowess means
I didn't think I.
a wooden cutout of me would have provided you with more assistance. Even a mule will have.
This better not be one of those.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
apologize in advance for any ridicule you face. Even a mule will eventually reach its destination. Yeah. I apologize in advance for any ridicule you face.
I'm getting better.
Even a mule.
No surprise.
Time to work you into shape.
I apologize in advance for any ridicule you face.
How can I best use this power?
I have yet more.
Can't wait to...
This is suitable.
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Sure.
Hey! Got a minute?
Come to think of it.
Let's give it our all.
My instruction comes at a high price.
Witness the revival. Witness the revival. Witness the revival. Witness the revival of. Witness the revival. Witness the revival of House Nouvelle. Witness the revival of House Nouvelle.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
Greetings. In truth. Huh? Oh.
Yes?
Oh, right.
Nuh-uh.
Oh no! Oh yay!
How can I serve?
Let's see. Oh no.
Well,
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
So,
How wonderful.
Honestly, I don't know.
What do you think?
Can I be of use?
Excuse me, do you have a moment? Goodness!
Taking it all already?
Don't think so.
Excuse me.
Nothing to report. Greetings, friend.
Now that you mention it,
Monica?
Yeah, I don't know.
Got a second?
Nuh-uh.
So the story is, do you have a minute?
Answer. Don't know what benefit answers have. And still have no idea what they do in Warriors 1.
Not happening.
I was thinking.
must speak.
Huh?
What do you think?
Essentially.
How can I be of service?
Right. Huh.
A moment of your time.
Good day.
Wait up.
Troubling indeed.
Do you have a moment?
Absolutely.
I wonder.
Yeah. Right. Have the wolves chapter. So many things that I get.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
We'll figure something out if we...
All right.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you.
Right.
I sure hope it... We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you.
I hope to
Indeed.
We all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
build some support with them.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
How'd you know I love this stuff? You must be more clever than I thought.
Very well. If it pleases you to serve me so, then I will deign to join you for this meal.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. To make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Let's get this over with quick.
Ooh, yes, please. And maybe some of your treats to go with it? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
This.
Counting on you both.
I'll do what I can.
And you need me? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
I will see it. I always get the job done.
We all must do our fair share.
And start with supports.
I'm tired. Time to find a good spot for a nap. Bernadetta? Why are you skulking in the weeds?
No reason! Not getting in the way of two people's love at all! No, sir!
Huh? But I'm alone here. I see. That.
Oh.
Yeah, that! I was out walking when I saw them! A man and a woman together in the woods, getting, heated.
Well, neither of them seems to be dead yet.
They're on a secret date, you dummy! Not fighting!
Regardless, how does two lovers stealing a moment alone lead to you curled up here in the fetal position?
Because I'm hiding! I mean, if I messed up their date, they might try to get revenge on me!
Relax. To them, you're no different than a pebble on the side of the road.
Hey, I'm not a pebble! I mean, sure, sometimes I wish I was just a rock, but...
Then just roll away quietly and you'll be fine.
Just roll away quietly. Hey, yeah! Wait, no! They'd see me! Stop trying to get me killed!
We've enough racket over here to raise the dead, and they haven't even noticed. I think it's safe to say they're off in their own little world. Still, good for them, sharing words of love when either one could die tomorrow.
Wait, they could die tomorrow?
They're both soldiers who serve on the front lines. I doubt a rosy future awaits them.
No, that's not true. Couples swearing their love and defying destiny are a staple of classic fiction.
Sure, but the fact it wouldn't happen in reality is what makes it such a good story, right?
Wait, but there are tons of stories where two people who have sworn their love don't ever meet again.
Likely because that's something people are familiar with from their own lives.
Okay, so which is it? I believe those two can be happy together, so they can, right?
I hope that's the case, but reality is cruel. Anyway, I've talked myself right to sleep.
Huh? Come on, don't sleep there!
That's very pissed.
Uh-oh. Guess I'd better try that turn into a pebble and...
Computer crash.
Ah, Your Majesty. Tending to your weapon, I see. My apologies for interrupting you.
It's all right. I just finished. Is there something you need, Rodrigue?
Yes, in fact. I received this from Matthias when I was in Gautier territory the other day.
From the Margrave? But this sword is...
Silver sword.
He said he'd borrowed it from Lambert years ago, and had long since forgotten about it. What sort of laggard keeps a loan so long he has to return it to the lender's son? 30 years!
That would have been around the time you all attended the Officers' Academy together, correct? Would you mind telling me the story of this sword?
It started when our class was given a mission to eradicate a bandit encampment. Foolish as I was at the time, I dashed in ahead of the others, leaving me and my entire unit stranded behind enemy lines. Apparently, your father and Matthias started arguing about whether or not it was worth coming to save me. Broke out into a full-on fistfight before long.
That's a surprise. I wouldn't have expected that of my father, much less the Margrave.
Well, they were both pretty feisty in their day. Neither of them wanted to back down, I'm sure. On one hand, you had Matthias, insisting they wait for aid from the church. Supplies were running low, so charging in could have gotten everyone killed. On the other, Lambert was so determined to come to our rescue, he'd have gone all by himself if he had to. No idea whose plan won in the end, sadly. All I know is they fought their way through the enemy lines together. And lucky for me, they found us before the bandits did.
So, my father tended to charge in recklessly as well. Or perhaps he was just naive in his youth.
Story goes, Matthias's lance broke while they were fighting their way toward us, so Lambert lent him this sword. As he was giving it to me, he couldn't help but laugh about how it slipped his mind for all these years.
Considering what I know of the Margrave, I have my doubts that he actually forgot it at all.
You're probably right. This is just my opinion, but I don't think he ever really managed to accept Lambert's death until you ascended the throne.
Perhaps. In any case, please tell him I've received it. And thank you for relaying that story to me. It seems even in his youth, my father was willing to do whatever it took to see those close to him safe. Yet here I've gone and started a war, knowing full well it will hurt those I care about most. He'd likely call me a fool if he were here today.
I'm not so sure about that. Yes, he did treasure his friends. But I don't think he would have been too keen on abandoning the church either, considering all they've done to protect the people of Fargus.
Rodrigue, you knew my father well. Could I ask you to do something for me? If I ever attempt anything that would bring shame to his name, please.
Say no more. I'll stop you, even if I have to lay down my life to do it. I already promised him the same thing, actually.
You have my deepest thanks.
Hey, just the guy I wanted to see.
Ah, Balthus. Do you need me?
Yep. Got some hush-hush stuff I want to talk to you about. So let's go somewhere private.
Goodness, whatever could it be? It must be serious if we need to discuss it in a private setting.
So, what do you know about the Claude investigation?
I fear I have no idea what you are talking about. Did this request come from my father, perchance?
Yeah, I figured you might be in the dark.
Indeed, this is the first I have heard of it, though I believe he may have spoken to me once regarding something similar. Still, I am surprised he would ask such a thing of you. Also, how do you even know my father?
You know I've borrowed a lot of money from all kinds of folks, right? Well, your pops is on that list. I'm as broke as can be, so he put me to work to pay it back. That's how I ended up looking into Claude. I think that was around the time I decided to hide under Garrick Mock.
I am relieved to hear you know him for surprisingly normal reasons.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Still, I wonder why my father would lend money to a base mercenary such as yourself.
Just gonna ignore that last part, huh? Now I know where the phrase like father, like son comes from. Anyway, I'll answer your question. I may not look it, but I actually used to be a noble.
You, a noble? Pray, keep your jests in check, sir.
No joke. The full name's Balthus von Albrecht. I'm surprised you didn't know. Claude and Hilda both did.
Does this mean you have connections with Lord Holst?
Yeah, we're old buddies. I was the heir to my house too, so we got to see each other a lot.
An heir? Goodness me, I apologize for my ignorance. To think a boorish man so lacking in honor and grace would be a noble.
Hey, easy. I'll have you know I was actually the lord of the house. It wasn't till after I inherited the title that I left.
Such a thought staggers the imagination, but I will accept it for the time being. And I feel I now understand your relationship to my father.
You just sort of say whatever pops into your head, don't you? Still, you better think twice about that brutal honesty of yours. Especially since you're the Count now.
You may be right. Thank you for the counsel.
There you are, Felix. Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
About the fight you got into the other day with those soldiers.
Oh, that. Don't worry, I won't do it again.
One of my men told me the whole story of what actually went down. Apparently, one of your soldiers was mocking the heir of House Gautier, who just so happens to be me. And he started getting into it with everyone else, which is when you decided to jump in.
Worst decision of my life. But like I said, I'm done with all that. I only stepped in because I thought it was my responsibility to make my men see sense. But my fists tend to move faster than my brain, as I'm sure you know.
I'm very well aware. Still, I'm curious why you didn't tell me everything right away.
Because he said some really nasty stuff about you. I didn't want your delicate ears dropping off in horror.
Okay, now I'm even more curious. Anyway, sorry for tearing into you without knowing the full story.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I can't let personal life influence business, even if it does concern you.
You shouldn't worry about it. People speaking poorly about me is something of a regular occurrence. And honestly, I deserve every last bit of it. I was a real scoundrel in my younger days. Caused a whole lot of people a whole lot of headaches. That kind of talk isn't your fault or your soldier's fault. The blame lies squarely with the man I used to be.
So, why didn't you do something about that man when you were younger?
It was just... I had to be that way, you know? I had to play the part of the flippant, carefree rogue because... Anyway, look, I know I'm a real piece of work, but that's just me being me.
Fine. Perhaps you do deserve to be made fun of. But I still won't stand it coming from a bunch of curs who don't know a single thing about you. You may not have the title of Margrave yet, but you still make yourself pretty useful. I've seen how you've helped the boar, and I guess you help me too.
Wow, Felix, that's... Wow. Oh boy, I think someone's cutting onions in here.
Be quiet. Can't you listen to someone for 2 seconds without opening your fat mouth and completely ruining the moment? You always have been too smart and too loud for your own good, even if no one can match you in military tactics or domestic affairs. It's like you said, we've got problems piling up both inside and out of the kingdom. But with you around, we might just be able to see our way clear of it.
That's a lot of problems to pile on one person, especially when he isn't half as great as you're implying. I mean, I might be, say, 7% more cunning than you, but that's pretty much it. If we really want to be useful to Fargus and Dimitri, we need to work together, so we can balance out each other's weaknesses.
I suppose that's true. In which case, I guess I'm counting on you. I may even need you. Maybe. Besides, I'd be stuck with nothing but miserably dour folks without you around. I'm not sure I could handle it.
You don't have to tell me twice, old friend. I'll always be there for you. I promise.
Yes.
Needless to say, that is the only logical course of action. Excuse me, are you even listening?
Yeah, I totally am. You're gonna save this prince who's being held captive by some evil cult of sorcerers in order to restore House Nouvelle?
That is not even remotely close to what I said. Where has your mind been this whole time? Creating new magic, charting unknown sorcery waters. Therein lies the means to make my dream a reality. To that end, I have decided that you will make a most fitting test subject for my research.
No thanks.
What reason could you possibly have to refuse? Do you not want the honor of helping House Nouvelle regain its former glory?
I don't mind lending a hand, but I'm not so keen on being a test subject. You don't even know what'll happen. Wouldn't it make sense to experiment on yourself first?
Huh. A rather rather astute deduction for one such as yourself. However, there is one critical flaw in your reasoning. Were I to do as you propose, I would be unable to properly observe the results with my own eyes.
Well then, you'll just have to be patient until someone volunteers. We'd have a big problem on our hands if something happened to me before the next battle, right? Actually, that probably goes for everyone.
I suppose you are correct. But then, my research has reached an impasse.
I guess so. Okay, how about this? Since we're at war, why not try and distinguish yourself in battle? You could still conduct your research at the same time. Combat's more my wheelhouse anyway. In fact, we could even start right now with some training. What do you say?
I respectfully decline. While I am not entirely opposed to the idea of military prestige, I am unable to accompany you at this time. Training at night will surely suffice.
At night? But you won't have enough time if you don't train during the day. You're not planning on pulling all-nighters, are you?
Oh, please! I am not that foolish. I simply do not wish to train at this very moment.
If you work out at night, that means you're going to bed right after. That's going to reduce the quality of your sleep. You'll wake up sluggish the next morning, which will drag you down all day. It'll turn into a vicious cycle. See what I mean?
My, I never expected you to put forth such an eloquent counter-argument. Be that as it may, I have my reasons. Reasons that I, unfortunately, cannot ignore. Nevertheless, I shall succeed in all my endeavors, be they magical or military, and I shall do it all in my own way.
Hey. Oh, yeah, wait.
Oh, hello. You're looking rather sharp today.
Huh? But this is just the same thing I always wear. It's actually so dirty, it's kind of embarrassing.
Well, aren't you humble? I happen to think that all that grime complements your rugged appearance rather well.
Grime? Sounds like I should go change. And also wash these clothes before they grow legs. Hold on. I smell something and it's definitely not grime. Flame, are you wearing perfume?
You noticed? This delightful fragrance is apparently in fashion. A dear friend of mine gave it to me.
Wow, I can't believe there's still perfume and fashionable stuff in these dark times.
They exist precisely because of the times. We must not allow the darkness to consume us.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you think I could try some of that? A little style never hurt anybody. The battlefield can be a depressing place. I could use a little more positivity.
Of course. I will bring you some later. It is certain to brighten your day. Besides, discussing popular trends always livens up a conversation. Don't you agree? Oh, I know. Why don't we go to town and seek out the newest styles? You do not have any other plans today, do you? Come then. There is no time like the present. Okay, next is... that stall over there appears to have some lovely merchandise.
Whoa, there's more? We should probably head back soon or Sedith will...
Worry not. My brother is still working. He mentioned he was particularly busy today as well. Actually, it has been a very long time since I've been out shopping like this.
Does Sedith not allow it? He sure seems to want you in arm's reach at all times.
That is correct. I am afraid he cannot help but worry incessantly about me. If he knew that I was out alone with a gentleman friend, I am certain the situation would become quite disastrous.
Disastrous?
But enough about that. Shall we continue our shopping expedition? I am sure there are many more fashionable items just waiting to be found.
Are you sure it's all right? What if someone says something? If Seth hears we were out alone together...
I do not believe anyone would go to such lengths just to tattle on us. Most people find my brother intimidating, so it is unlikely anyone would approach him over something so trivial.
I know this is not very trivial.
Well, all right. I'll keep you company a bit longer then.
Hey, was it not I who initially offered to keep you company?
You did?
Don't you remember? You spoke of your low spirits and said that the latest fashions would cheer you up.
I did?
Yes, you did. Now come along. Let us look over there next.
Oh well, not gonna rain on her parade now.
Alright, we're gonna end this episode here, Alex. And all that, and goodbye.